And we have our next question which says the following SAS program is submitted. A proc sort step has been used, and then it says which statement is true regarding the submitted program. Let us take a look at the options provided and then see which statement is true. So it says the first option says the descending option applies to the variable code. Let us take a look at the by statement and see whether this statement is correct or not. So code, descending, date and cost. As per SAS syntax, if you want to sort a dataset based on a in the descending order of a specific variable, you need to specify the descending keyword before the name of that variable. So here in this case, the descending keyword is present before the date variable. So the descending keyword is applicable for date variable, but not for the code variable. So the dataset gets sorted based on the ascending values of code. Within the ascending values of code, uh, the records get sorted based on the descending values of date. So this statement is not correct. And then let us take a look at the second option. It says the variable code is sorted by ascending order. So there is no keyword specified before the variable code. So the code, the dataset gets sorted based on the ascending values in code variable. So this seems to be the correct statement, but let us examine the other statements before we can conclude that this option is the correct one. So the third option says the PSORT dataset is stored in the SAS user library. So if you see on the proc sort statement, data is equal to option has been used to specify a dataset name to visit from SAS user library. And then on the out is equal to option, just a one level name has been used, PSORT has been used. So if a one level name is used in the dataset naming convention, the library is assumed to be work. So the PSORT dataset is stored in SAS user library. So this means that this statement is incorrect because when we specify one level name, the dataset gets returned to the work library. So the PSORT dataset is stored in work library but not in SAS user library. So this statement is incorrect. And then we have our final option. It says the descending option applies to date and cost variables. As per SAS syntax, if you want to sort a variable based on descending values, you need to associate the descending keyword to each of those variables, but not to combined variables. So the descending option here in the syntax is applicable only to date variable. And if we wanted to sort by descending cost as well, so we should have used descending keyword before cost variable as well. So the descending keyword in this case is applicable only to date variable. So the last option is also not correct because it is the last statement is saying that it is applicable for both date and cost, but no, it is not the case. So the correct statement out of these four options seems to be the second one, and then let us check if that is the correct option or not. Yeah, the screen turned green and it says our response was the variable code is sorted by ascending order, and the correct response is also the same.